I can't believe the watch I'm about to talk about could be a real watch. I've gathered all the evidence and all the clues. Let's take a look at the AP collaboration with Swatch. Swatch have been trying to upstage the MoonSwatch since it came out. However, they have not been able to do it up until now. Well, possibly now. Yes, Swatch over the past few days have been teasing a new collaboration. It could be with the Royal Oak, and there are a number of clues pointing to AP and the Royal Oak. Here's what we know for sure. This is a Swatch collaboration that will launch on May 16th. There are currently 3 teaser promos available. They are available on Instagram, and they are also running these on the Swatch website. These are basically clues of what's to come. So as I see it, there are really 4 or 5 major clues given in these videos. Number 1, this is going to be on some sort of lanyard. They put up a video that displays a few different lanyards in a few different colors with contrasting stitching. This is not unfamiliar for Swatch to do. They have done it in the past and they currently do it. We'll talk about that in just a second. Number 2, there's another promo running that has the word clack and the sound of what sounds like either a clasp closing on a butterfly clasp or the clack of a pocket watch, either the hunter case of a pocket watch or some other sort of interchangeable system that allows you to wear this new collaboration as a pocket watch or a wristwatch. And there are currently watches that Swatch have made and currently make that you can do this. They are actually called the Pop. Now remember that Pop because we will come back to that in just a few seconds as well. There's a very unpopular line. It's called the Pop from Swatch. It's a circular case that pops into a bracelet. You can pop them out and you can put them on a lanyard. So essentially allowing you to wear them 2 different ways. And when you put that time-telling portion into a lanyard, it makes a clack sound. So I think that's why they're saying clack and they are making that sound in this specific promo. Third, and probably the most telling out of the 3 promos that they've run so far, is the Royal Pop promo. When I first saw it, I thought it was AI and I thought it was pretty bad. But then I noticed that it was from the Swatch account. I kind of was confused for a moment and then it hit me. This Royal, if you look at the Royal, it's actually the vintage Royal Oak logo. The word Royal from the vintage Royal Oak. And then if you look at the word Pop, the P and the O are intertwined. On the oak, the A and the O were intertwined. So this is definitely a call out to the Royal Oak. There's a 4th clue here that maybe has nothing to do with the Royal Oak, Swatch, or really anything else. There's a lot of pop art or references to pop art here. That clack looks like a little exploding clack on the screen. That is very pop art from the 1950s and 1960s. And then the textured background that they use, the different colors on that Royal Pop background, that looks very inspired by, again, pop art from the 1950s and 60s. So that's what we know. There's a little bit of speculation there, obviously, but if you're really looking at this, Royal Pop, Royal Oak, it kind of makes sense. I don't know why they would go this direction. If it wasn't an AP, if it wasn't a Royal Oak, the fact that Swatch and Royal Oak are collaborating is kind of crazy. They couldn't find another iconic timepiece within Swatch to use, so they went out of Swatch. This is not a Swatch Group product. The fact that they're collaborating is pretty crazy in my opinion. But there are a few things that we can probably say will be about these watches. Number 1, they're going to be colorful. This is inspired by pop art, specifically the colors that they've already shown. They're pretty bright and vibrant. We know that these will be made out of bioceramic. We know that bioceramic is mostly ceramic but partially plastic, and it feels essentially like plastic. This will either be a quartz movement or the System 51. More than likely, since they have this system, it's probably going to be a quartz movement because it's interchangeable. They want to keep it thin. You're going to have these shells. I think that's what this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be a wristwatch. We know it's going to be available May 16th, or we're going to be finding out more information about it on May 16th, and then we will be able to buy one eventually in store. So initially this will be available in store as they have done in the past. I don't think this is going to be a limited edition. However, you never know. Eventually, they promise that these will be available online, like they have made the MoonSwatch and the 50 Fathoms available online. I personally did get hooked in on the MoonSwatch hype when it first happened. I waited online for hours. I did not get one when they were released on day of. Then they came out with the 50 Fathoms. Again, I found myself in line the day of the release, and I did get them that time because there were a lot less people online. They've been trying to recapture that MoonSwatch hype from that first day where there were fights outside of stores, huge crowds, and lots of publicity. And this, I think, will capture that hype again because this is the Royal Oak. It is a true icon. If it looks anything like a Royal Oak, it will be very, very, very popular, and there will be lines outside of Swatch stores again. I just hope that they handle this better than they did the last two times, because both times they did not handle the releases of either the MoonSwatch or the 50 Fathoms well at all. Their communication was terrible, and it caused a lot of people to be very angry. And that's why I think to this day there's still a lot of hate around the MoonSwatch and the 50 Fathoms releases, especially from watch enthusiasts. So let's see how they handle this. Hopefully they make some better decisions. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think they'll look like a traditional Royal Oak on a bracelet, but made out of bioceramic in a bunch of different colors? Or do you think it's going to be somewhat of a interchangeable, wearable pocket watch, maybe a neck lanyard, something that you could put in your pocket or wear around your neck and also wear on your wrist? Maybe come as a little bit of a set. That could be the way that they're going to go with this. Like I said, they've already done this in the past, not specifically with AP, but they've done that sort of watch in the past, and possibly that's what they're going to do. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think this is silly? Do you think this is cool? What do you think they're going to make? Tell me down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very, very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video.